The Detroit Lions get back to their winning ways. Thank you, but there was so much more than that. We talked about this in the last video, not the last video, but about a week ago when we were talking about how there's so much more than just winning and losing to preseason. You need to watch how players are playing, what they're doing, and this game was so much more encouraging for the Detroit Lions. I have 6 players that I want to talk about that absolutely look fantastic. Also, of course, be in prayers for Maurice Norris. It sounds like here we are the next day. From what we've heard, there is some movement in the extremities. He is breathing. He is talking. So that is a really, really good sign. But prayers for him and his family. But before that, all right, as we begin this video, I first want to start by just talking about health a little bit. Talking about physical health, wellness, all that kind of stuff. You've been watching this show. You've probably noticed that I've gone from being overweight to less overweight. I've gotten smaller. And one of the things that I've found is absolutely key in this journey over the last few months is making sure I'm hitting my protein goals. Protein is key. And what I do pretty much every single day is a protein powder or protein shake of some kind. The question is, what one's best? And that's when we discovered Transparent Labs. Oh my goodness. It tastes great, but what I love most about it is that it's good for you, right? There's no artificial sweeteners. There's no dyes. There's no fillers and just a handful of ingredients. They are transparent. And best yet, each serving delivers 28 grams of protein sourced from grass-fed cows exclusively. I love hearing that. So I have finally found a clean protein powder that I enjoy having. And if you would like to try Transparent Labs and their grass-fed protein for yourself, head down to the description box right below this video. For a limited time, Transparent Labs is giving away a free protein starter kit with every grass-fed protein subscription. This kit includes a shaker bottle. It includes a variety pack of 5 single-serving protein pouches and their top flavors so you can find your absolute favorite. So click the link in the description box or scan the QR code, and you can also get 10% off your order. So you get the free starter kit, you get 10% off your order. How can you beat that? Check it out for yourself. I know I'm loving it, and I'm sure you will too. All right, so excited to partner with Transparent Labs in this video where we get to talk about what the Detroit Lions are doing well. And hey, I'm going to tell you right now, maybe some more Lions need some protein shakes because there's a lot of injuries on this team. But I will say this game was fantastic. Fantastic for what we were looking for. I want to highlight 6 players. The first one of those is going to be none other than rookie Isaac TeSlaa. He played 30 snaps, 6 of them on special teams. He looked tired. He was everywhere. And the reason he's everywhere is because they needed him. We had injuries at the wide receiver position. Dominic Lovett wasn't going. TeSlaa was clearly the number 1 wide receiver, and he needed to wait till Kyle Allen got in the game, and then he was able to really fully shine. Isaac TeSlaa looked fantastic. He's the real deal. I have to be honest with you. I am even surprised with how quickly he was ready. I did videos for him on this channel, I believe, but I know I did it on our other channel, Sports Talk Extra, where I just talked about how this guy is going to be a late-round steal. I did not know he was going to be ready this fast. I thought maybe a year 2 guy. He has it figured out. He is a very, very good football player, and he is our wide receiver 3. Tim Patrick continues to be hurt. I would not be surprised if TeSlaa, by the back end of year 1, is undoubtedly our wide receiver 3. No questions asked. Now, the next person we need to talk about, as we talk about how it needed to have a new quarterback change for Isaac TeSlaa to really be unlocked, I am telling you right now, Kyle Allen is our second quarterback. We all want it to be Hendon Hooker. It's Kyle Allen. And he looks like he has been around. He looks like he understands the timing, which is so important in this offense. This is Hendon Hooker's 3rd year. Sure, he didn't start practicing much till late in his first year, but he has had plenty of time, and he is still making the same mistakes where he's not covering the ball. There are fumbles, but it's more than just the fumbles. It's the hey, the pocket breaks down a little bit, so you get out of trouble, but you can't keep your eyes downfield. These are the things he's not doing. Kyle Allen instead is on time with his reads, no matter who he's playing with. Last week you might have said, hey, you know what? Hendon Hooker struggled because the depth of the wide receivers wasn't there. He was playing with third teamers and stuff like that. Well, this week he struggled with the second team. Yes, I understand Dominic Lovett was hurt, but then Kyle Allen came in, played well with the second team and the third team wide receivers. It didn't matter. And not only that, but it shows the level of trust that this coaching staff has. They let Kyle Allen play the whole first half last week. Kyle Allen threw 2 interceptions. Remember? He threw 2 interceptions. They pulled Hendon Hooker with 5 minutes to go in the first half because they did not trust him enough to get a look at the other players on offense, so they had to bring in Kyle Allen in order to run the offense the correct way. There is a much higher level of trust. I am not just writing it in pen, but I'm absolutely penciling in Kyle Allen as our backup quarterback at this point. That's the way it looks to me. He is quicker, and he's not quicker than Hendon Hooker, but he's quicker than Goff. He provides the timing. He doesn't have a rocket arm, but he has a good enough arm. I think he's quarterback number 2. All right, other players that I want to talk about now. We need to talk about Tate Ratledge. He got his first start. He was able to play in the first half. I thought he played well. Now, offensive lineman grades, the grades aren't in for PFF. I love looking at those to see if it matches what I see, right? I love to see if it matches what I see on the field, but he played 24 snaps. And what I saw, I'm just going to be dead honest with you. I understand he was playing against backups. I get that. I see a guy who played 24 snaps and looked a lot like Frank Ragnow. I understand he's playing against backups, but there's a difference between guys that hold defensive linemen with ease and guys who struggle. When you look at Tate Ratledge versus other guys, let's say like Muti or Iwashika, they get them and then their feet keep moving and they're kind of doing things and they're trying to keep them in front. Tate Ratledge puts his foot back, grabs them, and then just stays still. And that's exactly what Frank Ragnow did. Like, it's almost like it's too easy for him out there. Like, I don't even know if I'd need to see him do anything else in the preseason. Maybe in this, I mean, we have 2 games left. Maybe in the next game you let him play, and that's it. Like, I don't need to see that much more. Tate Ratledge was fantastic. The way he got to the second level on run blocking, the way he held his anchor in pass blocking, remarkable. This guy is going to be a very good player for us going forward. And when I say very good, I mean a very good player for us going forward. We just have to decide in the long range, is he better at guard or is he better at center? I personally think, like, when you look at him at guard, he's fantastic. Iwashika looked good. They've been talking about how great he's been looking at camp, but the interior of that line, I'm feeling much better about. The only question mark on it for me at this point is Graham Glasgow. What Graham Glasgow are we going to get? Are we going to get year 1 with the Lions or year 2 with the Lions? Year 1 was fantastic. Year 2 is injury-ridden in a position he didn't like. Now he's being in a third position in year 3. We'll see what happens. All right, we've talked Tesla. We've talked Ratledge. We've talked Allen. Now let's talk about, I got 3 more guys. First one is Tyleik Williams. Tyleik Williams at defensive tackle played 16 snaps. It was good to see him play out there. The defense as a whole played so much better. I mean, just phenomenal. This defense is going to be good, y'all. This is going to be a good defense. And so they played much, much better. Tyleik Williams, I thought they did a lot of interesting stunts with him. It seemed like he was moving to the outside a lot more often. I saw him take on a couple of good double teams. And most of the time he was double teamed. When he did get one-on-one, I didn't see him winning those battles with ease. But again, 16 snaps, defensive tackle. He looked like a guy who was absolutely capable to come in and play 30, 40 snaps a game. And you're not going to be upset that he's there. I thought it was good. I didn't have the level of confidence in him that I have in Ratledge after this, but Ratledge I thought just looked remarkably good. So I'm not even worried about that. And Tyleik Williams I thought looked good too. Speaking of another guy who looked decent, Wow, is our tackle position just completely destroyed, right? We were down to Mason Miller and Giovanni Manu. They were the only tackles ready for this game, and maybe you could put Colby Sorsdahl, if needed, as the swing tackle if needed. So they were going to play the whole game. Herring got hurt in warmups. Decker's not playing yet. Skipper's already hurt. Jamarco Jones got hurt this week in camp. So Giovanni Manu had to play every game at left tackle, and I saw exactly what I wanted to see. If we go back to when we drafted Giovanni Manu out of Canada, did any of us truly think he'd be ready in year 2? Did all of us say this is a 2-year project, or did we say this is a 3? Right? And even if it was a 2-year project, he's only been with the team for a year, right? So we all knew what this was. So what I see in Giovanni Manu is much better feet. His feet are so much better than they were last year, night and day. What he still struggles with is oaf arms, I like to call it. He's not getting the punch. Right? What he's doing is kind of, hello, right? Like, come and see me. All right, so that's kind of the thing that he's still doing a little bit. Now, his extreme athleticism and stuff like that allows him to get away with that with second teamers. I understand why he'd still struggle with first teamers. I think there's still a lot to like there. Maybe he's not ready to be our swing tackle this year. He might be by the end of the year, but I think he definitely will be next year. So I saw enough in him to get excited. And then one thing that I have to say, I've talked about the young guys. I need to take a minute and talk about Rock Ya-Sin. Dude played some phenomenal safety. I've been starting to get worried about our safety depth, and he came out and was just like, yep, I've played corner. Everybody knows I can play corner. I thought Avonte Maddox was going to be our safety. That was going to be kind of in emergency situations. Rock Ya-Sin was fantastic. I would have no problem if he had to come in and play safety a little bit for us. He showed that, like, yep, he can be physical in the run game. We all know the coverage skills are there as a corner. Really fun to watch. Overall, very, very exciting game for the Lions, where I truly think they got the break that they needed, that the fans needed, if I can be honest. They got the break that the fans needed, especially. All right, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button. Why not? And we'll see you on the next one.